Hey guys, this is Smithy. Welcome to my channel. If you guys are new here, welcome. Today we're going to talk about the newest Patrick Star foundation. We're talking about One Size Beauty Turn Up the Base Beauty Blur Balm Cream. This is Patrick Star's take on the BB cream, but with more of a coverage. If you are a person who likes medium to buildable coverage, this thing is definitely for you. This is what I'm wearing today and oh my god, wait for it. Love it. Okay, so let me read a little bit about this foundation. This is a 3-in-1 skin-loving, blurring beauty balm to boost hydration, balance oil, and blur the texture while providing a buildable soft matte finish. And I would say yes to all the claims that he's doing for this foundation. This has white rose stem cells derived from the Japanese white rose, which is known for resiliency. These stem cells support and nourish the appearance of the skin and blur the texture while absorbing oil and shine. Skin-like treated pigments provide seamless, natural-looking finish that looks like skin. This has avocado and mango hydro blend that hydrates and nourishes the skin to visibly smoothen out the texture. Love it. I absolutely love it. You know I am a person with texture, and if there is a BB cream, CC cream, foundation, whatever that blurs out this texture and gives like a solid medium coverage, I am all up for that. By the way, I did pick this up in the shade medium 3, which is medium with golden undertones. By the way, my skin is like a combo type and I'm definitely a medium skin. So if you guys want to see how it looks on my combo textured skin, then please keep on watching. So let's begin. I am super excited. Let me show you how this everything like looks. So it comes in this packaging and it says One Size Turn Up the Base BBB cream, and the BBB stands for Beauty Blur Balm. Now, is this a BB cream or a CC cream, however you want to say it? I don't think so. Patrick Star is like known for full coverage beat makeup. So even if he says it's a light to medium coverage, I would highly doubt that it's going to be light to medium. I'm basically going to apply this with a brush. That's my favorite way to apply it. But he also mentions it that you can apply it with your fingers as well as with a damp sponge. Now, everywhere in the Sephora website as well as on his website, it's mentioned that it would give you more of a light to medium coverage if you use your fingers. It would give you like a solid medium coverage if you use a brush, and it would give you more of a full coverage if you use a damp beauty sponge, which I highly doubt, because generally whenever we use sponge, it tends to lighten up the coverage. So I think they got like twisted with the first and the third statement. I think it would be light coverage with a beauty sponge and it would be full coverage if you use your fingers. But nevertheless, we're going to test it out. By the way, in this One Size Turn Up the Base BBB cream, I chose the shade medium 3 and they have 18 shades in their line, out of which this would be like the 9th shade. So right in the middle. But I would say I really like the packaging. I love that this is like a squeeze tube and it's not like a glass bottle with a pump. One, it would not waste our product. Second, because it's a squeeze tube, it's easy to travel with it. And it's very luxe. Like you press that, it opens up, and that's where the foundation comes from. So I cannot wait. Let's start off with the primer. I am going to use my One Size primer. Now, am I going to do a wear test? I highly doubt. One, because I film in natural lighting and right now it's my lunch break from work. So I thought of filming it right now, and right now the time is 1 o'clock. I think by the time I'll test this out and I come back after work, it will be like 4 hours till the time like the sun sets. So I personally would give you how it wears on the screen and in the description box below. So definitely do check that out. I thought that we should apply a maximum amount of One Size Beauty products that we have. And I have his primer, I have his powder, and now the foundation. I definitely want to check his concealer out because I've heard like great things about it. So I definitely wanted to check it out one day. But yeah, apart from that, I only have my brows and my lips. For my brows, I use my e.l.f. brow pencil. the Precise Brow Pencil in the shade Cool Brown. And for my lips, I use a McGrath lipstick in the shade Venus in Furs. That's like more of like my tone. It's a little more cool tone, but my lips were better, I would say. So once we have applied that primer, let's move on to the BBB cream. And as I said, I am in the shade Medium 3. It's definitely not liquidy. It's more on the thicker side, I would say. As you can see, it's not like ringing down, and I did not take much of the product because let's see, how much do we actually need? So I would say it's like a pea size amount. So let's see. I'm going to take that. See, look at the texture. Like it's standing like that. It's pretty thick, I would say. Not that I was like expecting that, but let's see. It seems a little light, but I was scared to go to medium dark 1 because Patrick mentioned that he uses medium dark 1. And definitely Patrick is a lot more darker than me in the complexion. Oh, but I think this might work. When I'm like blending it into my skin, it's basically meshing up with my skin tone. And as I mentioned, it only has like 18 shades in their line. But if it widens its range, I don't think it would be a complaint for people. But only when it doesn't like stretch out on the shade range, that's when like people are like super annoyed. But I feel like I was doubting that this would be light, but I was pretty sure that medium dark, the next shade, would be deep for me. But I feel like when I'm like blending it into my skin, I would say this would be like my perfect match. And by the way, just for a shade comparison, that actually gave me like one light layer on the skin. And just like, I would say now, I feel like one dip just gave me like a light to medium coverage. So when he says light to medium coverage, I think you can achieve that if you just dip it once. But you saw how much I took. Like I took like a pea size amount. So I'm definitely going to use that because let me see how much it can cover actually. And I'm not going to take anything more than that, more than what I actually took on my hand. I also feel if you apply the same thing underneath the eyes, it can actually act like a concealer too because it has that much coverage. If you are a person like me who likes like a solid medium to full coverage, like a buildable coverage, I think you will absolutely love it. And this gives like a straight soft matte finish on the face. So if you're looking for like a glowy foundation, this product is not for you. I actually would say that any skin type would use this, can use this. It definitely blurred out the complexion very, very nicely. I really like it. And it feels very, very lightweight on the skin. I don't even feel like I need to set it at all. Like I don't think so. Now only because I do have like a little bit of dark circles, I'm just going to apply a tiny little bit of concealer only underneath my eyes, nowhere else, because I want to test it out. And I'm going to use that One Size powder only underneath the eyes. And you saw like I took like the very, very light amount. Actually that Milani concealer is getting over. So yeah, not much is coming out on the wand. So perfect in this scenario, I would say. So once I've blended that out, I'm just going to take the One Size translucent setting powder. I absolutely love this powder, like love. I'm going to apply that underneath the eyes. So that's how everything is looking. I'm going to finish off my makeup. I'm just going to use my custom palette. This is like my custom palette that I just put things together in. Not everything in this palette is from Ofra, but if you guys want to see like a video on what I put in like my custom palette that I use for like office looks or just for like my everyday kind of looks. This definitely is not like everyday, but I do have like some of the shades to just jazz up the look, but I have like not set any of my face, just because I don't feel the need of setting it. I am a person who generally does set my face, but I want to see, and I can actually find no skipping at all. So let me just quickly finish off my face and I'll get right back. And this is how it looks so far after a full face of makeup. I personally feel I did not have any problem blending these products on top of this foundation, even though I have not set my face. So I would say A++ for that, for sure. I can definitely see like a face palette in this in my purse and like just running out. So let me just run through what I did on my face. I basically did take my Ofra's matte bronzer in the shade Versatile Matte all over my face. So just the perimeters. For the highlighter, I do have like Rodeo Drive Ofra on the high points of my face. And for my eyes, I basically use the same bronzer on my crease of my eye. And just to deepen up the inner and the outer corners, I took the shade called Ofra's Brown on my inner and the outer corner. And for the lid, the sparkle, the shine that you're seeing is basically JD Glow Shadow. And this one is in the shade Hey Papi. I love the sparkle and the shine that Hey Papi gives on my face. Love it, absolutely love it. I finished off with the same highlighter in my inner corners. And that's it. That's my final look. I really love the way everything is looking on my face. Let me give you a close-up on how it looks. I would definitely say that this is like a solid medium coverage. I can definitely build it up to a full coverage too. I have no doubts in it because it was highly buildable. Now, talking about the shade medium 3, it is defined as medium with golden undertones. I generally do wear either golden or neutral, I would say. I can pull off both and I would say this is like a perfect match for me. So if you are like my foundation twin, L'Oreal Infallible Golden Sun, NARS Aruba, what do you want to say, Wet n Wild foundation in the shade Desert Beige. I'll list a few of them in the description box below for you guys to just check it out, or check any of my Get Ready With Me. You will know which shade am I. But I think this is absolutely wonderful. I'm gonna test it out for the whole day and just put it on the screen how it looks. But I would say definitely blurred out my skin for sure. Definitely a buildable coverage too. I really hope that you guys enjoyed this first impressions on Patrick Starr's One Size Beauty's Turn Up the Base BBB Cream, Beauty Blur Balm Cream. So, if you did like this review, do give it a thumbs up and also subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and ring that notification bell so that you're notified every time that I post next. I generally upload 3 videos every single week, every Mondays, Thursdays and Saturdays at 9 AM Eastern Standard Time. Until next time, I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye guys.